Hi guys and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is doing good. This video is going to be like a chit chat video. I recently saw, not recently, actually I'm a huge fan of Scherezade Shroff. She's one of the best YouTuber we have in India. I saw a video when she had published it. This video is about what happens, no, not what happens, things nobody tells you when you hit 30. I really liked that video and I thought I must also make something in a similar line, getting completely inspired from her video and also adding a lot of my thoughts into it. So I messaged her on Instagram, I messaged her and I asked her if I could do, and she was so cool about it and she said sure, and I was so happy because she's like the favorite of mine. So I'm going to talk about some of the things which nobody tells you when you hit 30 and nobody talks about it. Like when you hit 30 and nobody tells you, it's like, oh my god, what is this? What is this suddenly happening? And I thought I must share some of the information. Turning 30 is not scary, but there are things which nobody tells and which everyone must know. Start with the first one, and that is if you're 30 and if you're not yet married, then God bless you. And especially if you're a girl, then nothing else I want to say. It's a very scary thing. People will just keep on asking, and your parents may pressurize you. Get married, get married, get married. Like marriage is the ultimate goal for everybody, so it's like that. So if you're 30 and you're not yet married, then seriously, all the best. And second thing is, if you're married and if you don't have a baby, then God bless you, because it's a very tough situation to be in, because people don't realize that there are people who don't want kids, and if they want kids, they need time, they want to have some time for their relationship, for their career or whatever. I just don't understand why people don't get that here. So that is something which you must know, that these two things will affect you. Definitely. Being married by 30 or before 30 and having a baby before 30 is like a big thing. Now the next thing what I want to say is, if you're 30, you will surely see one or two grey hair for sure. And if you don't have, then wow. But it is something which is very rare, because grey hair is something which you will have. Like I take care of my hair very well. I do a lot of oiling and I do hair spas and all. But still I have plenty of grey hair, and that really hits me. Oh my god, I'm 30 and oh, that's like really scary. So if you're going to be 30, grey hair is going to be with you. Next thing is responsibility. Now once you hit 30, I mean, that actually comes up, okay? You become a lot more responsible. Like, I know that I have responsibility of so many things in my life. Like, I'm so responsible for it. When I was in 20s, I didn't care. Like, no, it didn't matter at all to me. Like, right now, my parents have become my kids. Like, I have to take care of them, my husband. You will feel that you have to take responsibility of everything that is happening in your life, and you have to be very careful, and you would put a lot of thoughts into doing something. I mean, when I was in my 20s, I didn't care. I honestly didn't care about anything, like what's happening, nothing. But suddenly when you hit 30, this is something which really happens. Now next thing is buying a car and buying a house. That actually happens. And there were times when people used to buy a house, like when they were in their 50s or 60s or 40s or something like that. But here in our generation, once you hit 30, buying a house actually becomes a priority. You want to have your own house, and nobody wants to live in a rented house. So buying a house, having a car is something which is very common, and you will have that in your mind. So that is something which is really good, because then that makes you very responsible about who you are and what you have to do in life. So that is something which I would say is. Now next thing is few friends, okay? That is true. When I was a teenager or when I was in my 20s, I had so many friends, like so many friends. Even before the social media and all came, I mean, we had so many friends. I mean, I can't tell you. And all of us would have school, college, and all, right? But once you hit 30, you'll have friends, okay? But you'll have very few friends who you will look up to, like with whom you will share your feelings, your secrets. But very few friends you will have, and you know you can trust them. You know you can be happy with them. You want to meet them. You want to travel with them. And once you hit 30, you will have certain kind of responsibilities at your workplace, at your home, and that's when you want to meet these friends at the end of the day or for weekend for some time, and you know you will feel so good. I mean, meeting your friends with whom you can share anything, with whom you can be yourself is like, so you'll have very few friends, and that's a fact. Now, the next thing what I want to say here is skincare actually becomes a very important part of life. When I was a teenager, I didn't care about how I looked and how my skin felt, and even in my 20s, my mother kept chasing me saying, do this, do that, but I never bothered. But once you hit 30, you would truly want to take care of your skin. That's when you don't want any kind of wrinkles. That's when skin aging becomes the most scariest part of your life. Skincare actually becomes the most vital part. You want to look good, so night creams and you know a lot of face mask and sheet mask, they all become your best friends. And right now there are so many in the market that you may want to try everything so that your skin is always good. So skincare will automatically become very important. Now this is true, okay? I don't know for everyone, but this is kind of true. Once you hit 30, I mean, neck pain, shoulder pain, back pain does become, you know, it happens. You may feel that, oh, I'm tired. Like in 20s, I would like run, I would dance. I'm a dancer. So, I mean, I could dance for so long. I mean, I could just go on dancing for very long. But now it's like, थोड़ा सा break लेते हैं थोड़ा सा break लेते हैं. It becomes like that. I mean, it's very, very difficult. So if you are in your 20s, you enjoy yourself to the max. You're in the best part of your life where you don't care about anything. You're healthy, you're fit. And suddenly when you're 30, I mean, I started getting this shoulder pain and back pain. I'm like, what the hell is that? And the stamina, oh my god, I'm just working on that regularly now. I just hope it increases. The next thing what happens is that you become very practical, and that is true. You become practical about a lot of things in your life. You know, when I was in my 20s, I used to sit and dream like this, like that. And, you know, I was in my world. I used to dream about a lot of things. But when I hit 30, I mean, I seriously stopped dreaming. Not about my future, but you know, I used to live in a different kind of a world. But now when I've hit 30, you know, things have become so practical and so clear. Like even with relationships, I used to be a very possessive person before, but now I don't care. It does happen. You start looking at things in a very practical way, and that is also very, very good. Now the next thing and the most beautiful thing that happens is the bond with the parents become very stronger. That is true. Like I said before, my parents have become my kids right now. Okay, for me they have become a priority. Like, oh my god, I have to take care of them, I have to take care of their health, I have to make sure that I get them whatever they want. And that is the fact with everyone. The bond with the parents actually become very strong. You don't have to lie to them about anything. They become more like friends. You become like their parents. The bond is very beautiful and it becomes very strong. And that is something which I can feel, because what I had with them when I was a kid is like, oh my god, they're my parents. They have to take care of me. You know, but now when I've hit 30 and I know that, you know, it's a very beautiful bond and they are like the most precious thing. So that bond becomes very, very strong. Now, next thing is, which many would agree to me, is traveling. Traveling becomes the most fun part. one has to take a break from their work or from their life, and when they go for traveling is like the best thing that can happen to you. Like, I love traveling to a lot of other places, and I love eating and trying their cuisines. I really love doing that. I love shopping when I go there. I love meeting new people. That actually brings a lot of happiness to me. So traveling is something which will actually sort you out. Now, the next thing what I want to talk about is money. Money becomes a very important part of your life, like saving for the future. Now, that is something which actually becomes very, very, very important. When I was in my 20s, like, money was nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. Even when I was a teenager, I mean, I was earning when I was in 20s, like when I was 20, 24. Yeah, I got my job like when I was 23. I was earning. So for me, it was like spend your money. I never bothered to save. I didn't care because I was living with my parents. I didn't need any kind of money. So it didn't matter to me at all. But right now, money is important. Saving it for the future is important. A part of the money, like this much part of the salary, goes for saving, and that is something which actually becomes very important. Because before I used to shop, I used to spend a lot, but now I don't feel like spending because money really becomes a very important part of life. Now, the next thing which everyone who hits 30 will agree, that sleeping becomes luxury. And that is the truth, because when I was in school, I had vacations and I didn't want to sleep. I always wanted to play. And then in college also had ample time, but all I wanted to do was do something. But now I want to sleep. Like, a 5 minutes of nap is like the best thing I can do to myself in a day. So sleeping becomes luxury. If you get 8 hours of sleep, that is like great best thing you can do to yourself. The next thing which happens when you hit 30 and which really hurts is kids calling you auntie, and that is the fact. When I got married, that time also everybody used to call me Didi, 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 and all that. Recently, now I know that kids call me auntie, and I feel so bad about it. That is something which you won't be able to take, which you have to deal. I don't know why they call auntie in India. No, you can call me by name, but not auntie. Now, auntie word is something which you will have to deal once you hit 30. Nobody will call you names. They'll call you auntie, and that is like the truth. Now, the next thing what I want to add is having a hobby in life is something which you would like to pursue. Now, right now, I'm so busy. I'm working. I also have a YouTube channel. I have a house to take care and all that stuff. But I do want to do something else. Like, I'm a dancer. I still love learning a lot of things, and I still look up ways in which I can teach dance, or I can learn more of those stuffs. So pursuing a hobby is something which you would like to take up. Now, I'm talking about dance. You can take up anything else, but that is something which you will feel like taking up, so that you will have some part of your entire day for yourself to have fun and all that. Now, the next thing what happens is love yourself becomes really important. Now, when I was in my 20s or when I was a teenager, if I used to fight with any of my friends, it was very easy for me to say, I'm sorry, so that the relationship becomes better. But right now, loving myself is really important. But if it is my mistake, I would really apologize. But if it's not, I would not. I don't want to give away myself just like that. The self-esteem and that ego and loving yourself becomes really, really important. There are times when I just want to pamper myself and I want to just have a spa day for myself, and I do that. I don't care what anybody thinks. Loving yourself is something which really becomes important, because you are into so many things, you're doing so many things for so many people. So this one particular thing, whether a guy or a girl, loving yourself after hitting 30 actually becomes very, very important. Now, the next thing is topic of conversation between friends, between family is totally different. Before, we used to talk about boys and what and all, there was gossips and stuff. But right now, the topic of conversation is totally different. It's more about family, it's more about saving, it's more about buying houses and this and that. So I can definitely see there's a huge difference in what I used to talk before and what I talk now. Now that is something which will also happen. You become more mature, and the conversations between you and your friends will also be in a totally different way. It will be more related to work and something like that. You may gossip. I'm not saying gossiping is something which will stop. That may go on, but still there would be a lot of maturity even in that. Next thing is priorities become more clearer. You will know, you will realize what is important in life and what is not important in life. You will not want to waste any of your time for something which is not important, and that really happens. You would like to keep your time for something which you would love to do, especially for your family, or if you want to travel you would love to do that, and if you don't want to meet someone you would not. So your priorities are very clear, like, oh god, today's the day, this what I have to do, or these are the things which I have to do in this week or next week. So things are very clear to you. Writing down stuff has become my habit right now. Before I used to just listen and just leave it, but right now writing down and all those things have become really important to me. So I know what I have to prioritize. Yeah. Posting on social media becomes very less. When I was in my 20s, Facebook was like, wow, the most happening thing. And I used to post like every day, yahan pe ja rahe hain, this is what I'm doing, this is what I was doing, here I am. Now that becomes very less. That becomes like totally nonsense. But Instagram, yes, because I have a page, so I do keep updating. But it's not like important thing for me. Like before, it was like I have to put pictures and that. No, right now, no, not at all. Posting on social media becomes very less. It's really not important. Yeah, you do stalk people, that continues, but not posting stuffs. That become really less. Now the last thing is, which I realized over time, is let it go. Let it go is something which I have learned, and it's not easy to, it's not easy for me even now. There are some times when I get hurt and I take it to heart and stuff, but I realize that now I have started to let it go. Forgive and forget is something which has become really important for me, because I don't want to keep things in my mind and poison my mind and spoil my day. Like I said, loving yourself becomes really important, so let it go also becomes really important. Let bygones be bygones is, that phrase becomes really important to you. So these are the things, guys, which I thought, which I must share, because many people don't talk about what happens when you hit 30. And it's not like hitting 30 is like, oh my god, it's the most scariest thing. No, I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm sure everyone who has hit 30 are also having a lot of fun. A very nice stage to be in. So I'm totally loving it. I know, guys, this is one of the most longest video of mine. I think this would be really long, but I wanted to share everything so that whoever watches it get some kind of information or help or whatever, because I didn't know what I was getting into. I had to figure out things myself, and I wish there was someone to talk about certain things, but no, that doesn't happen. So I hope this video of mine helped you in some or the other way, and if you're gonna hit 30, have fun. This is the best place to be in. So guys, I hope you liked my video. If you did, then please give this video a big thumbs up. Do share it with your family and friends. Before you go, please do not forget to subscribe, and also comment below and let me know if you relate with the things which I've said. I'm sorry for making it so long. I'm going to end it now. Bye.